Well, those are just some of the beautiful chords that are featured in Carole King's You've Got a Friend. And she wrote this song in 1972, featured it on her Tapestry LP, but the same year James Taylor did a cover of it and had a ton of success with it. It was voted Male Song Performance of the Year, and Carole King also received the top songwriting honors that year. It's a gorgeous song here on Song Mentor. Here's You've Got a Friend. Okay, well, let's get started with You've Got a Friend. What a gorgeous song, and some really, really beautiful chords. We've got all kinds of jazzy style chords in here. I don't want to scare you off. I've actually sliced a couple chords out of this, and there are still, and in all the lessons I've produced, I've never produced a song with so many chord changes. There are 15 different chords in this song. But once you get the hang of them, you're going to really enjoy playing this. And there's only a couple that are, I would consider a little bit challenging to grab. So here we go. I'm going to give you the chords first. And I'll also tell you that when you're all done learning all these chords and learning this song with me, if you want to play it in the correct key, you need to capo the 2nd fret. That is James Taylor's key. I'm also going to tell you that I'm going to give you more or less the campfire version of the song, which means I'm a strummer, not a picker, so you're not going to get all that intricate and gorgeous picking that James Taylor does, but it's also going to simplify the song an awful lot to use the same gorgeous chords but with a simpler strumming pattern. Okay, let's begin. A list, a long list of the chords you're going to use in You've Got a Friend. You're going to use an open G chord. Use an open C. You're going to use a G sus4, which is just the G chord with this C note added with the index finger. You're going to use an F sharp minor 7. Okay, and that's played just like an F sharp minor, and we're just going to take the pinky off of it, like that. So in other words, we've got the bar on the 2nd fret, and then we've got our 2nd finger on the 5th string, 4th fret. Okay, we're going to play a B7. We also need an E minor. I'm giving you these, by the way, in the order of appearance in the song. An A minor 7. It's a gorgeous chord, and all you do is lift off the 3rd finger off the A minor so that it's an open string. The 3rd string becomes open. A D7 sus4, and this one is just a D7, regular D7 chord, simple little chord, and all we're going to do is add our pinky to the G note on the high string. And of course you need a D7 as well. You need a B minor 7, which is the same as a B minor, without, again, just lift the pinky up, and the same way you created the A minor 7 here, except this time your open note is not an open string, it's the 2nd fret bar. B minor 7. Now here's one of the only tricky one. It's not that tricky, but we're going to play a G major 7 here this way because it sounds nicest. And the way to play it is an A minor formation on the 3rd fret. So I'm using instead of using these 3 fingers for the A minor, I'm using 2, 3, and 4. And I've got my 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. My 3rd and 4th fingers are on the 4th fret of the 4 and 3 strings respectively. And then my index finger comes down and plays the G note. It frets the G note right here, but it also dulls or mutes the A string. Okay, so that G note's important to get in there, and the A string is muted, and this is just an A minor formation. G major 7. Then we have a C major 7, which is a equally beautiful sounding chord, much easier to play. It's just a C chord without the C note, without the index finger. Okay, and then we finally, the last 3, We need an F, just an F bar chord, an F7, which is just adding that note there on the 4th fret to the F chord. That's a little bit of a tricky chord to play. And then finally an A7, the easy A7, which is just taking that middle note out of an A chord and using the 1st and 2nd fingers on the 4th and 2nd strings. Wow, that's a mouthful of chords. But once you've got those down and work with them a little bit, this is going to be fun. So let's show you a simple and effective little intro for this song, because it's always important how you start songs. And this is based on what James Taylor does. And the opening singing chord in the song is the E minor. So this is how to get to that E minor with a nice little intro. So we're in the G chord formation here. Okay, so all I'm doing there, playing the open B string, and then picking alternately the B, the open B, the A note on the G string, and then back to the B. And then a quick C chord, and then I'm going to add that G note. So it's again. Okay, and then back to the G. And I'm going C, open B, A note again, G chord. Okay, so from the start. Okay, and then an F sharp minor 7 and a B7. When you're down, and that takes you into the first verse. Okay, I just want to show you a couple things with what the right hand is doing in this song. First of all, the intro I just showed you. So now for the bulk of the song, the verses, etc., we have this nice simple little strumming pattern that goes like this. It's down, mute, up, up, down. When you're down and trouble. Okay, so down, muted slap, up, up, down. Now there are parts that you need to accent a little bit. For example, and you need a helping hand. Okay, so you're going to emphasize those chords on the key words there. Need a helping hand. But again, it gets back to, and that's the main strumming pattern. Okay, well, let's do a playthrough with chords on the screen of a verse. When you're down and trouble and you need a helping hand and nothing, oh nothing is going right. Close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. Okay, I would like you obviously to go back and review that playing to your heart's content of the verse as many times as you need to, and then come to this section, which will be the same thing, except what we'll do is we'll play through the chorus with chords on the screen. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running last little section I'm going to show you before we kind of put these parts together and do a playthrough is this little bridge section, which goes as follows. Ain't it good to know that you've got a friend, and people can be so cold. They'll hurt you and desert you. Well, they'll take your soul if you let them, oh yeah, but don't you let them. Okay, well, let's do what amounts to pretty much a full playthrough. We're going to do intro, verse, chorus, bridge, back to chorus, end. Trouble and you need a helping hand, and nothing, oh nothing is going right. Close your eyes and think of me, soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, ain't it good to know that you got a friend, and people can be so cold. They'll hurt you and desert you. Well, they'll take your soul if you let them, yeah, yeah, but don't you let them. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you got to do is call, and I'll be there, yeah, 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 yeah. You've got a friend. You've got a friend. You've got a friend. Okay, fine tuning today. I just want to show you what it sounds like with the capo on the 2nd fret. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am. James Taylor's key. A little more lively if you want to capo the 2nd fret. There you go. Hey, you've got a friend here on Song Mentor. We'll see you next time.